screen page. It's just like football and clips of movies, and pretty much that's it. I know I haven't been posting a lot. The last long form video was a month ago. I just don't want to sit there and spam rewards videos constantly, although I understand people do want to watch them and stuff like that. I just feel guilty if I just sit there and I spam them constantly. So I've been like thinking of different ideas to upload and have not thought of any yet. So that's why I haven't been uploading at all. Sorry, I'm just can't talk and tweet at the same time. That's why I've not been posting content on this channel much. I do apologise. I love Sorare. I really enjoy playing it, so I do want to post content in the future. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments of this video if you are watching it as a video. I would love any ideas for content, because at the moment, if I was to post content, it would just be lineup builders and rewards, and that's it. And I just don't want to do that. Hello, Blue Tomatoes. How you doing, man? I'm sure you're used to hearing Blue Tomatoes from Laird. And I feel like I've heard Laird say your name a bunch. Jonathan, how you doing? I'm just, so basically what I was doing is, because these become videos, right? I like to talk to the people that watch the videos as well before everyone gets into the live stream. So I was basically just saying, the reason why I haven't posted a whole lot of Sorare content lately is mainly because I would just feel incredibly guilty if all I posted was rewards videos and lineup builders, because they just feel really easy and uncreative and boring. But if you guys want just lineup builders and rewards videos, I can post them. Like I can easily post 4 or 5 videos a week of just doing that sort of stuff. I just would feel bad, you know. That's why I haven't done it, because I just feel like it's not very creative and it's super easy and it's not a whole lot of work. And I've always felt, like, at least with my content, that I want to put out content that I would want to watch myself. I don't watch people's lineup builders. You know, I don't watch like people's reward videos. I don't really care. You should do this. You should meet the manager thing. Everyone wants, but no one does. Yeah, I thought about that. I did think about that. There's 2 issues with that. Okay, I like the idea of the meet the manager thing, but there's 2 issues with that. First of all, it's finding times at work, because I have a really stupid schedule. So it's finding times at work. And secondly, I struggle sometimes to be this. I like, it's a bad trait. Obviously, I'm a full-time content creator. I make FIFA content. Sometimes I struggle to be the number 2 in that scenario. So I feel like if I was interviewing somebody, I would struggle not to try and not like in a horrible way, but I'd struggle not to like go on tangents or make something about myself, just in the sense that when I'm in content creation mode, I try and attract the limelight kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because that's my job. So I would struggle with that, but it's something I'm definitely interested in looking into. Why did I stop gallery reviews? Truth be told, I stopped gallery reviews because they would just become the same video. I tried recording 2 more and didn't post them because it was just the same thing over and over again. I was effectively going to see people's keepers, recommending defender options to go with them, recommending half stacks, players that play in the same league and stuff like that. And it's just like, without me going on a random tangent and giving people a strategy, there's no point in gallery review videos, in my opinion, because it would just be the same thing. So, Red Banger, how are you, man? I had a great Christmas and New Year's, man. Hopefully you had a good one as well, brother. Welcome in, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, the flashbang. Flipping heck. It's got a flashbang by So Red Data. I am so gassed about this pickup, by the way. I guess we'll cover up. I mean, I don't know why, but we'll do that. We'll put the camera up there. I don't know. I don't like people. Sometimes I don't like people seeing how much ETH I've got, because then if I go on for an auction or something, I don't want people knowing what my max bid is, if that makes sense. I enjoy interactions the most, either with guests or with the chat and live stream. I enjoy interacting the most. This is one of my favorite pickups in a while. This card is absolutely just gorgeous. I probably overpaid a little bit, but I don't really care, because that is a gorgeous card. That's just sexy. That is so sexy. The way that it shines, just, oh man, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I've picked up a few cards recently. So, picked up a Jan Van Hecker. The reason why I picked up Van Hecker is because I think it goes really well with my Evan Ferguson and Pascal Gross that I've got at the moment. Obviously, we won Mike Mignon. Picked up a Carl Walker mainly for the Prem comp if I do choose to play it again. Although I might look to sell Walker, I might take a small loss on him as well. We'll see, because I don't think the Prem comp is for me. Then I picked up a few more players for my oh my god, Kawasaki Frontale collection. What else we got? Watanabe, who I picked up for 1 game week and he won me the division. Insane. And yeah, it's pretty much the latest pickups. I bought a Dale Upamecano 3 weeks ago, helped me get 2nd place in Champ Europe. Davy Roof bought up 2 weeks ago and he's won a division for me as well. Brighton have got some nice fixtures coming up. Do they actually? I haven't really looked at Brighton's schedule, to be fair. So they've got Wolves at home, Luton away, Palace at home, Sheffield United away, Everton at home. Oh, okay. Honestly, I like all of them. I mean, obviously, I've got the young, not so young, but the boy himself, Pascal, who's been ridiculous, like utterly ridiculous. He's been a very, very good buy so far. Hello, Tifosi. How you doing, man? I know. I feel the same way. I feel like with the sort of people taking time off, with people taking time off for the Christmas period, I feel like there's been no Sorare content. There's no Sorare days and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember you being lukewarm about that Groves card. I was. It was actually Chris, the Bull Stars, Sorare Ramble co-host Chris, good friend. Me, David, and Chris have a podcast, Sorare Ramble. It's on Spotify if you want to listen to it. Chris was actually the person that was more sort of on board with Pascal than I was. But after listening to him talk about Pascal Gross over and over and over again, I thought, you know what, I will have a look at him. And I'm glad that I did, because he, like, set piece taker for the most part. You know, James Milner sometimes takes corners if he's close, but for the most part it's Pascal. And just an AA machine as well. I you know, players that can get sort of 30 to 50 AA potentially at times, class. I feel like he's hit another class lately as well. Like, he's been phenomenal. So very, very, very happy that I picked him up. And we'll sort of see how that continues. Obviously, I do expect some lower scores eventually, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm starved for content at the moment as well. I feel like there's not been a huge amount of content. People taking time off, unacceptable. I need more content to watch. I've been trying to watch the Make It a Double Double podcast for a while, or listen to it. I can't find it. I searched Spotify and I cannot find it. It's really weird. I've been trying to listen to that for ages because a few of my friends are on it and I really like them as people, so I feel like I enjoy their show. But I can't fucking find it, man. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I don't know why I'm swearing like that. What I like is when you talk about your own gallery, so once a month you can give an update. That's not a bad idea. Sometimes I feel like it comes across as flexing. This is the thing when it comes to like a lot of Sorare content. I don't want it to come across like I'm flexing. I'm not flexing on people, right? Like, it's more, I like to be transparent about my own journey and talk about it. I have nothing to flex about on Sorare. My total investment on Sorare is somewhere around £130,000. 130k. Yes, seriously. My gallery valuation at the moment is £40,815. Now, I've probably withdrawn about 20k, so I'm probably down 70 to 80k on Sorare. I've got nothing to flex about, you know? Like, nothing at all. But I do feel like sometimes it comes across as flexing, and I don't want it to come across like that. So I'm sometimes reluctant to do the updates. Like, if I could do a crazy update video, right? Since game week sort of 427 upwards to 436. How many game weeks is that? 9 game weeks, right? I've had tier 2, like the top of tier 2, practically a tier 1, right? Tier 4, tier 2, tier 3, tier 2 super rare, tier 3 unique, second place, win. Like, could be a crazy update video, but also I almost don't want to do that because I feel that is a bit of it where it's like, I don't want to sit there and ram down people's throats. Look at me, I'm winning, I'm doing really well, I'm doing so good. And then people are sat there like their gallery valuations are going down and stuff. And I don't want people to feel like resentment or anything like that over my content because I'm ramming my success down their throats, because it's not success, it's just fucking luck. Literally just luck. That's all it was. Hello, Robbie. How you doing, man? Sorry, let me catch up on the chat. Tifo said I've been meaning to listen to the Double Double pod as well. I need to listen to it. I'm going to find it today, and I'm going to listen to it on my walk. It's on Apple as well. Thank you, Tom. Am I investing in early M&S? I kind of don't need to. I've got a lot of MLS pieces. I've been looking at maybe a super rare goalkeeper, and we'll sort of talk about that later in this stream as well. Sorare Banger said that Twitter was a bit saucy last night. It was a bit saucy. There was a lot of very unnecessary replies, and I think that maybe I could have dealt with scenarios better as well. I don't think it was all on, like, I don't think I was necessarily a victim. I think I definitely can take responsibility. I know that I can be a bit rude sometimes, and I do appreciate that, but I think that, like, the main thing yesterday was that people didn't read a follow-up tweet that provided context, right? And whilst I don't mind if people disagree with ideas that I have no issue. I don't think people, and I think there was some of the people, the main people that got a bit saucy, admitted that they hadn't seen a follow-up tweet that provided context, right? I never reply to anything without clicking it and making sure I know the context first. I will read replies before I reply to anything, right? So, that's why I was so confused when I had people replying to me that perhaps didn't understand the context. I was like, what the fuck? Like, huh? How do you not know it, bro? Like, how are you not opening the tweet? But maybe I should realize that maybe not everyone uses Twitter in the same way I do and things like that. So, yeah, I probably could have been a bit more patient and a bit more polite and a bit more understanding with some of my replies. But it's just kind of not me, is it? I'm a little bit of a dickhead sometimes, and I appreciate that. So it did get a bit saucy, a bit heated. I think Lair did a fantastic job of kind of giving a very level-headed response. I was a bit disappointed with a couple of people and how they responded as well. I had a few people that I respected that were a little bit just kind of outrageous in how they responded to certain things, so I was a little bit disappointed with that, and I've unfortunately also lost a bit of respect for a couple of people there, but I've gained tons of respect for a lot of people as well, because the amount of people that I had healthy discourse with and like 3 or 4 people messaged me privately, and we spoke about it for a good length of time as well privately. So yeah, that was pretty much it. So anyway, back to what we're talking about. He said to see what people's strategies are and if it works well or not. That's true. Coltrane, hope you're doing well, mate. Manx Shirts, what's up, brother? Pirate Press, good morning, mate. He said, do you think that rare competitions will become harder as weeks go on, considering the drop in rare prices? You can pick up some players for 0.03 or less. Yes. This is not a problem, but something I've thought about for a while now, and it's something that's incredibly prevalent that maybe people aren't talking about a lot as well. And I think it's a contributor to prices going down. It's that Sorare, people have become so good at Sorare now that, like, it's too easy for them to win decent rewards. And I don't mean your newer players and whatnot. I mean people that have been around for a year or two now, right? Like, I'm getting to a point now where I'm picking up rewards every single week. And a lot of people are doing the exact same thing, right? They're picking up rewards every week. And they're getting to a point now where it's getting a bit too easy to sort of win rewards, right? And I don't even mean whales. I mean, like, average players, right? Maybe not every week, but people are learning and adapting smarter strategies to approach this game, and people are being rewarded for it. But also, I think that's also bringing prices down a little bit too. So it's difficult because it's like, I don't know. I'm interested to see how this MLS season works, because I think there's going to be a lot of Houston stacks. I think there'll be a lot of Seattle Sounders defensive stacks. I think there'll be a lot of people that have prepared significantly. So I'm intrigued to see. But it's also why I play Rare Plus over Rare, because I think that Rare Plus adds this look/skill element to it, where if you have the right super rares, you can also play them in the right matchups, and it can elevate your team massively. But it also is like make or break. So yeah, we'll see. I think it's gonna be interesting to watch this summer and see how it goes. So I don't think that's flexing. Well, I don't think it is either, but I also don't want it to come across that way either, right? I guess that's the only one that I agree with you yesterday. How you doing, Robbie? Hope you're doing well, man. It's showing your journey. That's what I thought as well, Pirate Press. But I also, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit worried about interpretation at the same time, you know. Sam Bain says, morning, mate. I've been on Sorare for about a year now. I feel that your point would open a gateway for players like myself and new users. Definitely something they should consider. Yes, I agree. Look, I think So the idea, for context, by the way, the idea I had yesterday, right? It's an idea I've actually spoken to numerous whales about. I've spoken to numerous long-term Sorare players about as well, and I've spoken to I've genuinely spoken to 30 to 40 people about this, and I've had mixed responses from it. People that I heavily respect, and I run a lot of my ideas and stuff through people to see what they think, because I think having second opinions is really important, right? The idea I sort of put across was the idea of maybe in a Prem tournament fashion, maybe more tournaments across Sorare, including already there tournaments like All-Star and things like that, start to require maybe 1 or 2 new season cards in certain scarcities. Now, the reason why I say that is, and this is imperative, and it's the important thing that maybe people didn't understand the context was yesterday. For a business to succeed, it needs new revenue, but the most imperative thing is it gets sustainable recurring revenue as well. And a massive thing at the moment with Sorare is a lot of the current and legacy users aren't spending on the platform because they see their prices going down. And it's understandable. But what it's doing is putting this immense pressure on new users to try and prop the market up. And if that's going to be the case, it's sadly going to continue to come down, because we can't put this immense pressure on brand new users. However, this idea that it's always going to be new users that are going to sort of keep the market stable has got into people's heads now. So when you talk about people, maybe legacy users and current users also contributing to having a sustainable market, they don't like the idea of that, because people seem to think, okay, I bought my card in the summer, new users will come in, my card will go up and I'll sell it, right? So that's kind of a huge problem. I think that Sorare needs to figure out a way to make recurring income, and I think the fitness bonus would have been a great start to a revenue source for recurring income from current and legacy users, but they have to sort of think of other ways. So that's why I said potentially the need to have new season cards, only 1 or 2 per lineup depending on scarcity, right? But that would mean that people would be encouraged to buy new season cards every single year, but also it would drive demand up for rewards. It would drive demand up for the new cards, right? So you'd be able to sell rewards for more quicker and things like that. So it would, work out in everyone's favor. Obviously, there are complete things that I haven't thought about with that, right? There are kinks in the idea. I don't know Sorare's analytics and stuff like that. It was just an idea I floated around. There was a few whales that have been sort of mopping up rewards for years now that are moaning constantly about the site and the prices going down and stuff like that. That didn't like the idea, which is understandable. I think it's one of those things where it's like, I think a lot of people, when they come up with ideas, it usually is to benefit their own gallery, and when they hear an idea that doesn't benefit their gallery or their pocket, they get upset. But Sorare need to figure out a way to try and get sort of current and legacy users to spend again. I mean, I went to PSU Fan 2 house, right? He's got a $500,000 gallery, right? This is PSU Fans. Do you want to see how often PSU Fans buys cards? Let's see the last time he bought a card, shall we? Let's see the last time he bought a card. Last time he bought a card was when I was at his house and I encouraged him to buy Rare Neuer 25 days ago. And he paid with the money he just sold his Super Rare Bamba for. You know? Like, 25 days ago, for someone with a $500,000 gallery, a 300 ETH gallery, the last purchase he made was 25 days ago. All he did is win rewards and sells them. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Sorare need to drive interest to make people like this want to buy again. Because these guys don't want to buy cards anymore. You know? It's like, we have to come to the terms of the idea that people don't want the best for the platform but their own money. That is completely and utterly true. 100%. That's a big thing you have to sort of be careful with. I've been on for nearly 3 years now. I haven't put any of my own money in for ages, as I just use rewards to fund my buys. And like, that's a problem. But it's also like, I mean, congratulations to you, by the way. That's awesome for you. Like, I'm impressed and happy for you that you can actually sort of fund your own buys with just reward money. But also, that is a problem. Sorare need to figure out a way to make people like yourself want to put their own money in the platform again. Perhaps that's like with like if they could figure out a way to make the market sort of drum up and prices go up, maybe people are more encouraged to spend if prices going up and their sentiments up. I don't know, but that was the whole point of yesterday. And it was with an idea I floated, and like I've thought about different parts of the idea, but also like there are things I haven't thought about, and there are things that are definitely flaws in the idea and whatnot. It's just like it is literally just a case of something. Sorare need to do something to encourage people to want to buy. That's it. That was all it was. Because we can't only, if we only rely on new users, then this is a pyramid scheme and this is going to zero guaranteed, because it'd be a pyramid scheme, right? And a pyramid scheme, eventually when new people don't come in for the pyramid, it dies. So long as this immense pressure is put on only new users, we're fucked. We need to do both. We need current users and new users to have a desire to buy cards. And it's not milking the current base. A lot of people seem to think that if you when you bring up the idea of trying to make current users spend, it's just, oh, you're milking the current base, or you're fucking the current user base. And that's like it almost annoyed me seeing responses like that. Oh, why would you screw the current users even more? Like, it's not like, I'm talking about making you want to buy a card, not like for like you're gonna want to buy the card because you're gonna want to play it in a lineup because you're gonna want to win rewards with it, right? Like, that's the idea. But I think people see Sorare in the wrong way. They think that they're entitled to just yielding constantly on these cards, which I guess that is the game at the moment. But like, I don't know if that should be the game, you know? With new season cards, do most people not just trade in old cards for new ones? I'm not sure. The most obvious thing to me is like a season pass. You have like COD. Yeah, I mean, that could be a great idea. I think they should reward #1 collection holders more too. That would be cool. Surely if that would be milking the current user, then they must hate normal stock markets. Well, that's the thing. This was crazy to me because someone said yesterday. Someone said to me, someone went onto Sorare base and it said, "You never walk alone yields 30 grand a month." Right? You never walk alone. This is the #1 complainer on the platform. This guy whinges and bitches and moans like anything. Right? This guy got in 5 years ago. He's won. This is the perfect point, right? So the card he's won the most rewards with is Unique Jonathan David, right? He's won £115,000 plus 20 grand in-game yield, right? You know how much he paid for this card? £470. Like, anyway, so someone said, based on Sorare base, apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, apparently he yields back 30k a month, right, on a £2 million gallery. In fact, I'll find it for you. I'll find it because it was just ridiculous. And this is the problem with like, people don't understand how insane this is, right? And I'm not saying this guy's an idiot or anything like that. It's just the point I'm trying to make. I may be wrong, but via Sorare base, he earns about 30,000 euros a month. 10 million a year. I don't know where he's got that from. I don't know what he's got there. But or maybe that's 10 months a year. I don't know. Anyway, about 360k a month, a year or whatever like that. For a gallery worth 2 million, its awful ROI has been crushed. Right. If you made a £2 million investment, if you made 30k a month, you are fucking loving life. Because that is a near 1/5 of your investment back a year. Do you know how do you know how insane ROI that is? And that's now, right? That's now when the market's flat and dead. He was making hundreds of thousands a month at one point on his gallery valuation. This guy thinks that's bad. This guy thinks it's bad. This guy thinks he should sell up 30 grand a month on a £2 million gallery, and he thinks he should sell up. It's crazy to me. But that's exactly what You Never Walk Alone thinks. He thinks he's getting fucked because he's only making 30 grand rather than 100 grand now. Like, it's nuts to me. Look at this shit. This game week, for example, like, huh? Do you see what I mean? This guy yields like crazy. And he sat there complaining and bitching and moaning and wanting to sell up. It doesn't make any sense to me. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't spend $2 million in that gallery. That's a valuation. True. He spent way less on that gallery. Way less. It is bad though. Wait, what? You think yielding 30k a month on a £2 million gallery is bad? You're crazy. How much was someone with a 200 gallery yield? That's not the question though. Respectfully, if someone with a $200 gallery leaves, right, it's not a huge issue. If someone with a $2 million gallery leaves, it's an issue, and yet you have to talk about. You know what I mean? That's 1.5% if my math is correct. I think that's not too high, but also not too low. 1.5% monthly? Is it? Might be. I don't know. It's too early for maths for me. Which that's crazy. Monthly, crazy. At this stage, it is 1.5%. That's nuts. That is 18% a year. It is insane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you think about it from a rent standpoint, right? I'm pretty sure you buy a house for like, I don't know. What do you get back a year on a house investment, for example, on real estate? Is it like 6% a year or something? I don't know. It's better than money in the bank. Way better. I'm sure you'll have months where he yields more too. Exactly, yeah. But that's the point I was making. And so 1.5% a month is actually insane. Yeah, that's ridiculous, right? If I may stock that or return you 1.5% a month. That's what I'm saying. That's like, people look for that a year, right? I'm not crazy in thinking people look for that a year. I think it's nuts. Do you think they could get revenue from current users in other ways? Yes, I do. For sure. Let's not forget he probably invested only like 500k. I think it was way less than that. So I don't know for sure, but somebody told me it was like 10 grand. Someone told me his initial investment was like 10 grand. I don't know if that's for sure, but this is the thing. You actually look at a lot of his older cards, right? The cards that he yields a stupid amount for. He spent £1,000 on this unique Diogo Costa he got for £1,000. Obviously the ETH value is different, but ETH was way less back then, right? He won this one on auction for £145. This unique, I don't even know who that guy is, right? This guy's made ridiculous. Like, this guy has spent nowhere near as much as we have. Like 5.7k for a bundle. I don't know what was in the bundle, but he got unique Trent out of it, right? Allison, 10 grand in a bundle, and this is all from like, I'm pretty sure this is all from like money he made yielding on the game as well. He would have spent way less than 500k, more like 50k. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much he spent, by the way. I don't want to, like, and to clarify, I don't actually know. I'm just like speculating. For him, it's good, but it highlights that for smaller galleries, they will not yield as much. Look, this is a patience issue with me. I don't mean to be a dick when I say this, but yeah, of course you're not going to yield back 30 grand a month with a $200 gallery. But you could easily, like, you could definitely yield 1.5% a month with a $200 gallery. Think about it like this. A $200 gallery on Sorare, right? 10% of $200, right? What is 10% of $200? It's $20, okay? Then so if you get one threshold, that's, and again, sorry, my maths is going to be so horrific. I do apologize. That's what, like 2.5%? You need to get one threshold. That's it. $3 a month is 1.5%. Thank you, Coltrane. My maths is not on it today. I do apologize. So, like, brother, obviously you're not going to win 30 grand a month with a $200 gallery, but it definitely scales. Like, you can definitely return the same return, you know? I put 200 euros into some Man City cards and just won 20 euros. I'm at 10% in one game week. There you go. That's great for every investment. You need money to make money. Facts. It's all relative. Exactly. That's the word I was looking for. It's all relative. It is all relative. Exactly. Imagine making 2 mil out of 10k in 4 years. And it's crazy, bro. This is the thing, KB. This is what I don't understand about this fucking you never walk alone guy, man. Like, it honestly annoys me at this point. This guy is complaining and acting like he's going to sell up every week. And he's not only is he still making 30 grand a month from it, but he didn't invest anywhere near as much as us. He is literally pulled out insane pure profit from this game. It's crazy. Yeah, you can literally, I don't know what he's yapping about. If you keep your money in the bank, you'll be lucky making 1% a year. What are people talking about? 1.5% a month is madness. It is crazy, isn't it? It will be fun looking at Pranksy to see what he yields compared to what he's put in. Right. This is all speculation. I don't know anything for sure, but I will let you in on some information that has been floated around that I don't know if it's true or not. But what has been floated around and what I've been told, again, I do not know if it's true or not, and I don't want to sit there and tell you it's true or not. So just please, like, bear this in mind when I say this. Supposedly, Pranksy and other huge crypto guys that have got involved in Sorare recently, were getting, like, I guess, rake back, like cash back on their auction buys. And it's why a large percentage of their buys are through auction, because they get a huge discount on whatever they buy through auction in return for, I guess, promotion or whatever, right? Supposedly. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but it, like, you know, I'm not going to sit there and hold that to myself if someone's told me that. Do you know what I mean? So supposedly, players like Pranksy, like, his gallery valuation is 587 ETH. Do I really think he's put 587 ETH of his own money in? I don't know. But, like, supposedly, he gets a huge discount on a lot of his buys. Which obviously is fucking BS, right? Like, so it's like, it sucks losing out on an auction to him, but it would also, like, it makes sense hearing it because he's like the highest bidder on every auction. Do you think it'd be better if Sorare made these sort of deals public or not? I don't know. Like, this is the thing. Is it a she? Sorry. Is it they, them? I do apologize. Do I think it's better or not? I don't know. Like, just for, like, clarification, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I don't think there's anything wrong with Sorare giving an incentive to bring huge people onto the platform. Oh, I'm sure Pranksy's not a single entity. Probably not, right? Probably not. Like, I don't think there's actually anything wrong with a deal like that. For clarification, I actually, so for clarity, I had a deal with Sorare during the World Cup where they pay me monthly to promote it, but that's obviously on my full-time job YouTube channel. It's Haber, which is like my full-time job, and I get paid. Like, I've got, like, I'm working with Gillette this year, which I'm really excited about. I'm working with Astro in the next month as well. So I get paid by brands, and they paid me during the World Cup to promote them for a 3-month period, and I got free cards on the side of that as well as what they paid me. But it was like, I got limited. Like, it wasn't like, I'll probably be able to show you guys who I got at some point. But, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with these deals. I think it's actually, like, you want to incentivize people to come on and spend big. My only issue sometimes is that, like, Pranksy, like, my only issue with Pranksy is that he just sends me fucking unique offers. Like, relax with your uniques. That's my only issue with Pranksy. But I think it's completely fine by Sorare. I don't have an issue with them doing it. I just wanted to, like, clarify that as well. How you doing, Robbie? What's up, Raul? One thing is paying to promote. The other is giving you a discount when bidding against other people. I suppose. But I guess, like, that is just their paid promotion, because Pranksy tweets about it all the time. Pranksy tweets about Sorare all the time. He's always tweeting about it. And also, like, he's probably helped the market some way. Like, he's got £1 million gallery. He's definitely helped the market. I do wish he played more than just super rare and unique, but I understand why he doesn't. Like, I know he kind of plays rare, but he doesn't really. I think other managers are also the reason cards are low price people. Sorry, I think other managers are also the reason why cards are low price. People are competing for the lowest price. You'll have to elaborate a little bit, Arthur. Pranksy gets a lot of traction. Very true. I won in this game week. I'm 7 in semi-pro. Serie A. Let's go, dude. It's not like he gets the money and pockets it. Exactly. Yeah, you're not wrong, Elias. Like, that's the thing. I think these kind of deals are actually really smart from Sorare, you know, because it gets people playing the game as well. Like, I think it's really smart. The one thing I wish Sorare would do more is I wish Sorare would sort of get more people like me, Channy, and Nep involved. Like, me, Channy, and Nep have given this game a lot of free promotion because we fell in love with it. If they can find people like us that will fall in love with this game, and maybe they start them off with, like, a deal or something, and then like people will give this game free promotion out of the pure love for the game, because we have. Me, Nep, and Channy have, you know, we've literally given them free promotion. We've been paid at some points, but we've given them free promotion because we absolutely love it. Managers compete to have the lowest listed card on the market, right? Yeah, welcome to, like, selling anything, bro. Like, you're selling your laptop on eBay, you're gonna fucking undercut whoever's got the same laptop as you listed up, aren't you? You're not gonna list it up for more, are you? Because you want it to you know, That's the problem. You guys love it for free. Why would Sorare pay? I'm saying like Sorare maybe pay to get people in early, and then like when people fall in love with the game, they're going to promote it for free. Do you know what I mean? You just need to get them in initially, you know. Arthur, I feel like you've got like I feel the pent-up aggression you've got. I can do Rising Rashi. Yeah, I can do. We'll do that at some point today. Arthur, I understand that I feel the pent-up aggression. I feel the like... I feel it. I can literally feel it through my monitor. I understand that you're angry. I understand you're pissed off. I understand that your gallery valuation's probably gone down. The problem is that a lot of the things you put in the chat right now, they're not real problems. They're not real issues that we can try and tackle together. They're not real things we can sit there and discuss through. You've made a few points that just are kind of waffle, mate. In my opinion, like, think about what you're angry about the most, and then sort of put it into a more articulate display. Because, like, I think you're like, your frustration, your emotion is taking over, and you're not saying what you mean to say, I think, and it's kind of getting misconstrued. So I feel like you think about what you want to say, and then we'll like sort of attack it, you know what I mean? Like, and not attack it as in like attack your point, as in like we'll attack it together, we'll tackle it, you know what I mean? Anyway, so let me read up the chat. I won't mind Sorare paying me. Yeah, we'd fucking all love it, wouldn't we? I'm not into the English FIFA bubble, but do you think there are other YouTubers that would like the game like you? I do think there is. I think it comes down to a couple of things. I think it's really hard for Sorare to market this game. It's a crypto, NFT, fantasy football game. But also you can use cash, so it's not crypto, is it? You know? And also, like, it's a collection game. And also, you can win money. But we don't want to tell you can win money because we don't want you to think it's an investment. And also, like, you know, get that word away from Sorare as far as possible. But also, it kind of is an investment at times. And, like, you know, valuations go up and down and prices fluctuate. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just such a weird platform to market, you know? A genuine gripe I actually have with Sorare is they constantly market limited. And don't get me wrong, limited is a entry level. I get it, right? Limited's entry level. Try and get people hooked on the entry level, and they'll like level up in scarcity. But Rare is getting to the point where limited was last year. Why not just start promoting Rare? Why not just start like, and then if people don't think they can afford Rare, they just go into limited instead. You know, why not try and get some big dick swingers and sort of talk about unique? You know, you can buy a 1-of-1 Garnacho rookie card. Why is that not a selling point? You know how many horny Man United Man United fans that will like spend a massive buck on a one of, like, you know what I mean? Like people like Castro, you know? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if they just, I don't know if, like, I don't think you always have to market limited. Do you think Sorare are confused about how to market the platform? I'm not sure. I definitely have some cool ideas on how they can market the platform if they ever want to, you know, approach me as a consultant. My love of Sorare is insane. Like, if my investment goes to zero, I've had so much fun with it. I've built a South America gallery and I've fallen in love with South America football. I'm in the same boat, mate. I love it. I love it. Sellers mentioned letting you to lock your collection for higher percentage and make them untradeable or something like that. There are many ways Sorare can improve the game, and I'm sure they're working on it. Hopefully, yeah. I'm really excited for the huge announcement Nicholas is sort of gassing up, you know. I'm a student. I can put in €1,000 maybe over a long time. So I went a nice gallery in limited with stars and shit. In the same in rare, the same demographic can't do that. True. That's why you target the demographic that can. And also, like, at this stage, like, this is the thing. Sorare aren't trying to entice you in with stars, right? Sorare speaks at 1832. I'd actually disagree. I think Sorare is actually more aimed for the sort of 22 to like 50 range. You know, I feel like that range. There are a lot of 18 to 22 year olds. There are a lot of like 18 to 32 year olds and whatnot. But I think the 22 to 50 range is like the biggest demographic for me. Like, I think it's a really wide older demographic, you know. Same. I live near Coventry, never paid too much attention to the team, but Sorare made me fall in love with them and learn so much more about the championship. I live near Coventry as well. Where do you... Wait, I mean, you don't have to tell me where you live to face it, but I live in Leamington Spa, if you know it. I enjoy the game. I don't expect to make all my money back. I think people who come in with just the aim to yield will always become upset. That's very true. For me, the big step was the first investment, and then after a few months, put more and more. So it's like the most people will see Sorare directly deposit 10 grand. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. On my bucket list now is to go to South America for like 3 weeks / a month and try and fit in. That's sick. That'd be really cool. What date Sorare Sevens? Ooh, that's a good question. It's sometime in June or July, I think. I need to buy my ticket for that. Thing is with Rare is you have to spend minimum €200 on a goalie, which is not necessarily very exciting, and even more for a guy you've heard of, which is a lot. That's true. You play for Leamington FC? Do you actually? No, you fucking don't. Really? Bro, I literally live like... I passed Leamington... I passed the pitch like most days. Coventry gave you the crowd. Let's fucking go to Fossey. I live in Southam. I know. I've heard of it. That's crazy. What the fuck? Which MLS goalkeeper are you thinking about? I already have a couple. I have Steve Clark. I have... what do I have for goalies? God, 31 goalies? How? 30. Or like a Super Rare goalie? I'm not sure. I thought about maybe taking a punt on Brad Guzan. I don't know, though. Is Hoyos staying? Do we know? I kind of hope he is because he's been a baller. I got Hoyos, I got Osaka, I got Steve Clark, I've got Young Sung Rung, Hwang and Jay, Raphael. I've got De Gea if he goes to Inter Miami. You don't think Guzan starts? Fair enough. I'll avoid that one then. So yeah, and then I'm thinking like maybe Stephen Fry, but he's probably only got another year left. You think McAgden might stay and take his spot? Potentially, yeah. We'll see what happens. I haven't really looked at America yet. I've been kind of looking at Europe recently with a lot of my sort of buys and stuff like that. So yeah. Did he sign a 2-year deal? Oh, okay. He signed a 2-year deal. Fair enough. I didn't know if it was a 1 or a 2-year deal. Oh, FC20 getting excited for something. Interesting. Well, Stephen Fry is definitely one that I want to look at. I did win a Jackson Reagan, so they would link up pretty well. What's he got? About £200 at the moment. Super Rare's at 1100 floor. Last one sold for what? Like 8, 9? 800, 1100. Ooh. I wonder what the big jump was. Maybe him getting announced, like confirmed. I wouldn't mind picking up a Super Rare Stephen Fry, just to play Cap T40 Super Rare, really, but it's not hugely on the top of my agenda list. The only reason why I think Stephen Fry makes sense is because I already have a Joao Paulo who was killing it towards the back end of the season. I just thought like a Reagan, Gomez, Joao Paulo Super Rare, or like a Tolu is another Super Rare I looked at. I wanted to buy for £200, didn't, and I kind of regret it now, but he's not the best scorer in the world. They also got the likes of Rolled Down. I could put quite a nice little Seattle Sounder stack, to be fair, with some of their players here. I already have, obviously, Joao Paulo as well. Should have joined. I did see. I saw a lot. Like I think I was in the States when you and David were talking about that. To be fair, I think it's hard to market Sorare to your friends. True. Is there a way to see the amount you deposited? I think so. Somewhere. I think on Sorare base there is. Yeah. That's crazy, man. People living so close to me. We have to do a little meetup or something, boys. Go for a drink. Sorry, yeah. So, anyway. This upcoming game week, I think this is what I'm running. The one that closes today. What do we think, boys? Is there a data regarding your common lineups you put in your win percentage? I don't think so, no. If I tell my mate about Sorare, his gallery goes down 50%, it's rough. I understand that 100%. So I have a little bit of a debate here, boys. Yeah, exactly. Forward versus defender. The only thing I will say is Daily Blind's very, very good at getting AA. Like a 50 from Daily Blind I'd be happy with regardless. Um, he's very capable of getting an AA, and if he was to get a decisive, it wouldn't impact Griezmann as much. I do have Van Hecke. I think this matchup's better. I think Blind's got a better chance of getting a better score than Van Hecke, but I'm intrigued to hear what you guys think. Would you play Van Hecke defender or Daley Blind defender in this lineup? That's very true, Arthur. That's very true. Neither get a clean sheet. I agree. I don't think either get a clean sheet. That's very tough. It is very tough. You got a home fixture versus away fixture. Now, Van Hecke obviously links with Pascal Gross. Pascal being the corner taker. I mean, literally, like the week just gone, Van Hecke hit the post and got a big chance missed from a Pascal Gross corner. So you always have that potential that sort of Pascal can find Van Hecke from a corner and you get an incredible result there. But I feel like Daley Blind is a bit more of a sort of grinder in AA. Van Hecke has definitely got those sort of poor games in him. And I think with how Girona are playing at the moment, I quite like Daley Blind. But you're right, it's forward versus defender in the same matchup, and that's not an easy one. Van Hecke is their only fit CB, so I'm not sure how Brighton will be. Yeah. West Ham play a lot of long balls, which could mean that Van Hecke will get some duels won, especially against Bowen, playing striker for West Ham. That's a good point. Let's have a look at some of Van Hecke's better scores. So he did well against Burnley. That was with 10 1 duels, a 1 tackle, and he was playing in a 4-4-2 with Dunk, Milner, and Gross, right? Or would Belaber have been playing at right wing back? Probably Belaber at right wing back, right? He had a 92 on AA alone against Brighton. That's with 6-1 duels, 3 interceptions, 2-1 tackles. Very, very good game from him. But they also controlled possession in that game, which I don't think they'll do against West Ham as much, maybe. Milner and Gilmore have also been taking some corners recently, I think. What usually happens, Pascal Gross usually takes them for the first half, and then if Milner or Gilmore or even sometimes like Estupinian or someone like that is like on that side, sometimes they'll just take it and Pascal will just stay on the edge of the box. I think it's a waste of your best players if you play your forward versus defender. If they're in different lineups, it would be more reasonable. That's fair. That's definitely a fair assessment. I also thought about potentially buying a Purvis Estupinian because I imagine he'll start. And he is a decent scorer when he plays as well. What do you guys think about a potential pickup of a Purvis Estupinian? Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying it so weird. But what do you guys think of a potential pickup from a Purvis Estupinian POV? A little Brighton collection loading. Potentially, I've really enjoyed watching Brighton lately. Like, really enjoyed it. The only issue with Brighton is they really don't keep a huge amount of clean sheets. It's very rare, especially in the Premier League, that Brighton keep a clean sheet. So I can't go and get Steele and make a full Brighton stack. But the fact that I won Ferguson after buying and really enjoying a Pascal Gross has kind of made me want to sort of maybe look at doing something like, you know, I was a little bit upset when I won this Evan Ferguson because he was about £100 lower than like 3 or 4 of the cards around him. But like I do like him as a player, and I think I don't know. Estupinian has been one of the better DA defenders in the Premier League. Don't know about his AA game though. His AA game's not terrible. A lot of these games, like 17, 14, 34 in that game, that's crazy. But he has some really bad ones as well, like a 40 AA game against Man United. I mean, imagine having a Brighton stack against us, man. God. Can you imagine? Must be nice. God, that's back when McAllister and Matoma were there as well. So weird seeing them play there. I don't know. Oh, let me quickly double check something as well. Been told to check that I've been paid. I have. Very nice. See they're 90 or 20. Pick up a João Pedro. I want to. It's a tough one. I like him. Like him a lot. Think he's a great player. Don't know. A lot of people have already said in the chat, Brighton like to rotate. Don't know if I like rotation clubs that much. I don't know. I'm in a weird one, man. Almost have a tier 1 from the Prem Specialist Limited, playing for a KDB, who's somehow in the tier 1 pool. Hey, best of luck, mate. Under 23 this week, Balde for Barcelona or Fran Garcia for Real Madrid. Real Madrid have got a very, very good matchup. I don't know about Barcelona's. I know Real Madrid have got a great matchup. They're at home against Mallorca. I don't know who's going to start. I imagine Fran Garcia starts because I'm pretty sure they've just riddled with injury. But who do I think out of those two? Who do Barcelona play? Barcelona are away, but it's at Las Palmas. That should be a really good matchup. What would I prefer out of a Franel Garcia or a Balde? Let me have a look how both of them score. So Balde. I'd probably go with Fran Garcia, to be honest. Just looking at his scores, I just don't like this guy doesn't look great. Balde just doesn't look amazing at the moment. He's not on amazing form. I'd probably go with Fran Garcia at home. Las Palmas defensive is sick though. Is it really? I haven't actually looked. I just assumed they weren't great because they got promoted. But my apologies if that's the case. You guys have also convinced me. I think I'm going to play Van Hecker in my Champion Europe. I might regret it, but you are right. I mean, Griezmann scoring gets him +3, but conceding it, like Blind conceding is a -4, right? So it just doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Like it doesn't make, like I'm losing a point every time Griezmann scores. It just doesn't make sense. I'm going to run Van Hecker in this lineup, and then I'm going to run Blind in my 240 instead. I'm a bit annoyed by this. I don't want to play a Campos, but apparently Bambo's not going to play. A Campos is against my goalkeeper in my other lineup, so I don't want him to score well. But Pubel is injured, so that's crazy, Gabe. I didn't realize that. All right, we're gonna go with that then. I mean, the dream in this scenario is we go and get a Pascal Gross corner to Van Hecker golazo, and Sue, you know. I will say, just a little. Last time I bought a defender for a game week, I bought Watanabe for £57. He dropped 100 points. We won All-Star Rare Plus. So, fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. Coventry Stacks is where it's at. Think of all the random midweeks. That's true, actually. And I can go watch Coventry games. I hate how Alphonso Davies is so bad at SO5. Yeah, he is a bit of a weird one, Alphonso. I just think fullbacks get fucked a little bit too much sometimes, you know. He's not horrendous, and he has some great AA games. I mean, this game was absolutely sort of spectacular. I don't remember what I sort of had for this game week. Maybe I ran Kimmich in this lineup and I gambled it. I think I did, because I remember not winning shit from this game week and I was pissed. Did Upamecano had a big chance missed in this one as well? No, he didn't. Yeah, I do remember, because didn't Daily Blind get like 3 ruled out goals as well? I remember that. Dallow's good at SO5. He is, and he's not. Like, he's not been great recently, but he is pretty decent. João Pedro is definitely a card I want to look at. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go Van Hecker in this lineup, though. I'm going to do that, then. Yeah, Kimmich DMP. Yeah, I think that's what happened. You keeping Koita? I'm thinking of selling him. Yes, I am going to keep Koita. My thing with Koita is actually, like, so obviously, like, you know, these scores are insane, right? People look at this and think, oh, you know, he's had 3 pretty shit scores. For a forward, getting 20 AA in back-to-back games is phenomenal. His next games look brutal. See, I would agree with you. Last time they played Genk away, hat-trick, 100 points, right? Club Brugge away, goal, 80 points. Antwerp at home, 84 points. He actually seems to do really well in the tougher matchups. Like, it's nearly 60 points against USG at home. Like, he actually seems to do really well in really tough matchups. Genk away got 78 points. Oh, is he off to AFCON? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't think Mauritiana had actually qualified, so I didn't know. But yeah, like, so for me, I'm not actually too worried. I won't be playing him in priority matches, don't get me wrong, but you get through this stage and then you got the likes of Kortrijk at home, Westerlo at home, UPenn away. You got some nice matchups there to end off the year as well. I don't think they qualified. I didn't think they qualified either, but you never know. He's also suspended for the USG away game, so there you go. 443 he is suspended for. I'll be holding on to him. I like him. I think he gets a great move in the summer as well. Yeah, he got the Kimmich DMP. That was tough. And I remember actually messaging PSG fans and saying, I'm gonna risk Kimmich and he's gonna DMP and it's gonna be heartbreak. And I was right, because I'm an idiot. Does Vinny J start, do we reckon, this weekend? Good question. Should we have a look at what Play Sharper thinks? What does Play Sharper think for the old Real Madrid lineup? Cruz 90%. Love to see that. They seem to think that Vinny Jr. is 15% apparently. You know, interesting. Vinny probably not. Oh, the weekend. No, okay, sorry, yeah. He has Angola, Algeria, and Burkina Faso. Who does? Koita? Koita? Koita has Angola, Algeria, and Burkina Faso. Wait, Mauritiana qualified for AFCON? The fuck? Fair play to Mauritiana. Holy shit, look at them. Wow, I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. Fair play to Mauritiana, man. I mean, there's no way Koita did not get called up for this, right? There's not a chance in hell Koita. He's probably one of their best forwards, right? I mean, what was that? Okay, it doesn't even show a lineup for that one. This one have a lineup? What did Mauritiana play? Yeah, Koita played, yeah. I imagine he got called up. Interesting. I'm shocked. I mean, fair fucks. That might give us even better utility for Koita, actually. Fair fucking play, Mauritiana. Let me see what the Turkey lineup's looking like. Oh, never mind. I thought it was... I got mixed up with my lineups. What do you think about a Feyenoord stack? They have amazing players and could win some insane rewards coming from a Feyenoord fan. I like it. I think a Feyenoord... I mean, Chani has yielded a shit ton from his Feyenoord stack. Like he's got a super rare Feyenoord stack that is yielded for. I mean, we're talking 10 grand for in total. I mean, like, you know, his contribution's 2 grand, but like crazy amount for this Gertrude. His Bilo, I don't know how to pronounce this one, has yielded him fucking loads, man. Crazy. Like a 4th place in All-Star Super Rare twice is nuts. So I think it's definitely one that could work really, really well. You have some amazing scoring players here. Like if you had, I have a Stengs. If you had the forward Stengs card, you had Weaver, Gertrude, Hanko, Bilo, you've probably won any division you put them in. Oh, really, dude? Fair enough. I didn't realize it was... Okay, fair play. I didn't think it was that easy to qualify. Fair enough. My bad. I've not really done any research into AFCON, if I'm being honest with you. I'd love to hear your opinion on my rare T40 squad that I had bought in the last month, mainly MLS focus, quality and price-wise. It was about time for me to step up, of course. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Let him cook. Let him cook. Filters. Show non-playing players. So, you got Joe Willis and Panico. I like Joe Willis. I think he's actually pretty good last year. Obviously, Panico took a few games here and there, but you've got the backup, so which is good. I can't believe this sat Rooney, by the way. But I like Joe Willis. He's got good AA as well. You got Jose Willis. I'm guessing it's Maher. from Nashville, Tennessee. Again, decent AA game. Like solid AA sort of player. Definitely good for sort of cap 240 as well. Ashley Westwood, I actually remember seeing you tweet out that you bought him. You got Edwin Cirillo here as well. You got quite a few decent cards here. Drew Yearwood's not a terrible one as well. Where's Bastos playing these days? NEC. Thought we got MLS move for a second. Who have you got here? You got Schaffelberg. I'm seeing a theme here of a few Nashville players. I like the Ty Barabo purchase there as well, actually. I like that one. Ty Barabo, I think, will absolutely cook. I don't know if he's got up much in price or not. I think that he will cook for Philadelphia. He should, realistically, I know he did not really start many games at all, didn't really do a huge amount. But theoretically, he should cook. I imagine they probably brought him in because they might expect offers for Carranza. I don't know. But, I expect him to get minutes this season and do well. But, yeah, Schaffelberg's also a really good pool, too. A really good player there as well. Elderman's solid, too. I think you got a nice little lineup here, to be honest. And then you got a lot of depth here, which I like, too. A lot of decent depth as well. Aaron Long, solid. With the right matchup, you've got Ty Barabo, Drew Yearwood's really decent too at times. I like it. You think Ramsdale moves in the summer? Interesting. What do you think it's harder for people to lose money in Sorare than FIFA? Why do you think it's harder for people to lose money in Sorare than in FIFA? I don't. I think it's hard. I think it's easy. I don't know the question. I don't understand the question. Do you think it'd be worth getting Ramsdale? I think he's definitely one to pick up. Yeah, I mean, I picked up a De Gea because I just don't see De Gea being clubless forever. I picked up a De Gea when I saw that. I forget his name, but he was like a United fan that sold it to Pavel. Oh, what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. Some guy, it's basically some dude fucking sold it to Pavel and he had a bunch of United cards. When I saw that had finally happened, I went and got the De Gea off Pavel. I don't remember what I paid for it. Gave him a Zika and a Tolo Rocadore, and I got in return McTominay, Van der Beek, and David De Gea. Zika then moved clubs as well, didn't he? He's, actually got down in value. Spent about 3 hours deciding which MLS keeper to buy. I ended up going for Matt Freeze. Was that a good choice, do we think? I don't really know much about him, to be honest. Can you help me with a second opinion on my lineups, please, mate? Yeah, sure. For this upcoming week, Sorare Prem FC, the biggest super rare gallery in the world. I do like your gallery. It is very nice. What are we playing? All-Star Super Rare? I'm also using Unai Simon. I like his matchup. 34% clean sheet. I like it. He could do well. I'm excited for Van der Beek at Frankfurt. Hamare Traore. You got Luke McCowan. Don't know much about him, to be honest. Oh, this guy cooks. Holy shit. What the fuck? Well, you know what I'd do if all cards are available? If I had it my way. If I was in charge of your gallery, probably run something like that, to be honest. I think. Yeah, I'd probably run something like that. I think that could cook. Calvin Phillips is rumored to go to PSG. What percentage would you put Calvin Phillips to get a move? Maybe 90%? Probably not 90%. I would say probably 50%. I feel like he'd have pushed for a move by now if he really cared. He might just be happy earning a stupid amount of money and, winning trophies without doing much. Never really strike me someone that cares. Marco Illich for €90 a while back. Decided I was getting him, and now he's €200. Genius for me. Yeah, that one's tough. What did you end up running, Sorare Prem? Out of curiosity. I have 1.5 lineups this week. I guess he cap 240 limits there as well. I have a 4-man cap 240 rare, and I have a Champion Europe Rare Plus, which if we do well in this midweek, chat, if we do well in this midweek, I came second and first in my last 2 midweeks. So I'm hoping for a third podium in a row. Pavel got the entire Napoli 1 out of 100 collection traded to him. Really? From who? Damn, that's a shame. Sad to see people sell up that have huge collections of stuff like that, you know? Excuse me. I think I'm going the same as you, Faz. There we go. Just replying to the Sorare Rumble call. I can't really see that. Okay. Maybe I can see it on Pavel's main page. Pavel Trader. Pavel Trader. Can you have a look at under 23 and all star limited for me? If you have a chance, I can. Give me a look. Which one is it? It's this one? I think it's this one, right? No, you've won a division, haven't you? Wait, which one is it? Second one? Second one. This one. Perfect. All right. Let me cook. Let him cook, guys. Let him cook. So you got Jorgensen's got a AAA matchup. Or Bart Verbruggen, who's 61% to start. Interesting. You got Jorgensen here. Fran Garcia for show. Oh! Boo Gellingham. Matt O'Reilly. And Shemeni. Fucking hell. Let's have a look at this. And then you got Joao Pedro and Rodrigo. What do you have for All-Star? Let me see what you got for All-Star. Oh, now. You're an All-Star. So, my initial reaction is for something like this. I'd actually probably run something like that, to be honest, rather than going under 23, with all your best cards there, and I'll explain why in a moment, because you can actually still field a really quite interesting looking under 23 team as well. It's obviously nowhere near as good, but I always like to put my best cards into All-Star, and also like looking at some of the matchups for your under 23s, I don't think some of these matchups are as good, right? So if it was me, obviously, you've got a set, like what was it? In terms of clean sheet, we got a 58% chance of a clean sheet with Joe Hart, right? Versus like a 20-something% chance with your under 23 goalie. You've got a 60% clean sheet with Fran Garcia, but also like a huge chance, 48% chance of scoring 3 goals. So you've got a great chance of him getting a decisive with an assist as well. Jude Bellingham is going to cook. Probably gets 100 this week. Matt O'Reilly probably gets 100 this week. Rodrigo probably gets 100 this week. Like, or there's a great chance of it. That's why I think I'd probably put them in this together. That's me not really knowing a whole lot about the rest of these cards and their matchups and whatnot. But if it was me, I'd probably run that personally. I just think like, yeah, I don't know. You can obviously like, I understand if you sort of prioritize under 23, but like, I don't know. My thing is like, I feel like these three, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Matt O'Reilly, are too good to partner with sort of Jorgensen. And like, I mean, Frank Garcia is good, but you know. Anyway, that's just my sort of, my 2 cents of the situation, you know. Without knowing anything about it, really. It's hard to get out collections. Kind of true, actually. With that being said, let me have a look at my United collection, see if there's any cards on the market that I could buy. No, not really. There's a Woot Weghorst. It's annoying because, like, the ones that go up on the market, like, they just go for stupid money sometimes, man. I should hopefully overtake. I should hopefully go to 4th place. I'll never reach IAK. He's only got 23 cards as well. You think it's a tough fixture for Celtics? There's a very small amount of 123 players, so I feel like it could be an easy chance of a high finish. Yeah, potentially. They usually struggle against St. Mirren. Oh, I don't really know a huge amount about Celtic. I just look at the percentages, really. That's one thing. I feel like I've become a much better SO5 player lately, and it's because I just look at statistical data, but it also hampers me sometimes as well, because it's like, you know, sometimes there are outliers where, you know, Celtic just struggle against St. Mirren. So if you don't play a Celtic player, you might end up doing better. Does that make sense? But yeah, I've been doing a lot better lately, and a lot of it is down to me just, as silly as it sounds, playing my best cards with my best cards. You know, rather than like playing silly buggers and trying to make things work, just playing my best cards with my best cards. You know, this one was a big one. I could have won All-Star Rare Plus if I'd put this in All-Star Rare Plus, which is a bit annoying, but it was like, this is my strongest lineup, so I put them all together and I played my best cards. I didn't play Neuer with Upamecano because I knew Upamecano would cook and Neuer would likely concede a goal, right? I knew Kim Min-jae's kind of matchup that he didn't do well in. I knew Desart would probably not do a huge amount in this matchup, despite it being a great sort of percentage. So I put them all in this lineup together, right? I put Challenger Europe together, and I just sort of play my best cards with my best cards, you know? I think that's a really important thing with Sorare. I think sometimes people maybe overthink it, or they maybe do too much. Same with sort of this lineup. I just put my best cards, you know? Maybe I should have captain Stengs. But, like, Genk had matchup of the season, right? You just put your best cards with your best cards. That's the thing. This one especially, right? Could have played any of these cards in All-Star Rare Plus, which is usually my sort of priority lineup, right? Bayern got fucking cooked, so I would have wasted, like I wasted Griezmann, I would have wasted a Pascal Gross in there or something like that, right? Whereas, I just put my best 5 supers in this and I fucking cooked, you know what I mean? It was crazy. So, yeah. That's kind of my new thing, is just play your best cards with your best cards. That's my outlook on it anyway, and it's been working really well for me. Game's wildly different, the highest guys need to go, you just can't copy and paste what the great guys are doing. Very true. Been letting Harry Trades build my lineups lately, and I feel like I've been doing better. Cruz is so underrated and so rare. Mate, I won this card as a tier fucking 2. How the hell did I win this card as a tier 2, man? How the fuck did I win Tony Kroos as a tier 2? Let me find out what game week it was. It was game week 421. It was the second to last tier 2 you could possibly win. The luck is crazy. I think Sorare, by the way, one thing I will say is, as much as I think there are definitely skills and strategies and outlooks and whatnot, I think Sorare is a game of luck. It's a massive game of luck. This is the lineup I won Tony Kroos with. That's the lineup I won Tony Kroos with. In game week 421. That is a dog shit lineup. And I won Tony fucking Kroos with this. Since then, this absolute bloody legend has won me Evan Ferguson, a rare threshold, and Jordan Pickford. And £500 in ETH. This is Tony Kroos from last season. This season. Because he just scores like crazy. Look at the fucking scores, man. I think Sorare. I think the amount of luck needed for Sorare goes vastly unspoken about. I think people talk about strategies a lot. People talk about plans a lot. People talk about skill a lot. But what people don't talk about a huge amount is luck. It's massive luck, man. It's huge amount of luck. I mean, like that game week that you just saw, was it 334? This one, right? Pascal Gross got a 82nd minute assist. Tony Kroos got a 92nd minute assist to get second place. Didn't even know I was on for a reward, really. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. Today's reward to get DMP. I didn't win anything this week. I mean, this is last season before he retires. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't think it is. I think he stays for another year. I mean, he's signed till June 20th, 2024. We'll see what happens. I think he'll stay another year, to be honest, but we'll see. Oh, you meant if that was today? Yeah, that's it. You're not wrong though, Tifosi. If that was game week 421, I mean, if we look at what, like, this is the crazy thing, right? This is the difference between today's rewards and before. A tier 3 in 427 before the update was a Sven Kums. Sven Kums was a tier 3, bro. You'd fucking love this card. I love this card as a tier 3. Anyone would be very happy with this card as a tier 3. Sven fucking Kums is a tier 3. It's crazy. Nowadays, you're lucky if you get a DMP goalie that's played a game in the last 3 years. Yeah, Tony Kroos is a tier 2. Kulusevski's a tier 2. Odson Edward is a tier 3. I mean, he's not great, is he? Postionski. This guy is a tier 3. I mean, granted, he's cheap as fuck now, but I won him as on this heater. He's worth about 130 quid. Like, yeah, it is crazy, though. I do hate the DMP additions to rewards. I feel like they're giving away way too many DMPs. I wonder if they're giving away so many DMPs because they're sort of catching up with the minting of the non-DMPs, if that makes sense. Like, let's say they have a guy, I don't know, if we look at rewards. All-Star Rare Plus. I'm trying to find the first double goalkeeper or something like that. Or like the first DMP goalie, sorry. I don't know. I know this is what Gator Guy won anyway. Like, this was the auction of the 20th out of 100. Whereas, like, so this is 20th out of 100. Whereas there are cards that are already in the 30 and 40 out of 100. So I guess maybe they're awarding these cards so many DMP goalies now. I mean, he's just started playing, so he's not a DMP goalie. But I think they're awarding so many DMPs now because they are just catching up with the minting, I think. Hopefully, Tifosi, anyway. Hopefully it gets fixed. Fingers crossed. Your boy with a Mike Mignon. I'm really excited about this card, actually. I'm really excited. I'm excited because not only, like, when he keeps clean sheet, most of the time he gets great AA, which is huge. And, I mean, look at this run when he came back as well. That run is ridiculous. If they can go on a run like that again, we are absolutely cooking. But another thing I'm really excited about is the fact that he just... Look at the France utility, man. Whew. Look at this shit. Crazy. Bro is a machine, even for France. So, you know, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Euros for Mignon. I really am. Rajas, how you doing, brother? What's up, man? Petkovic was a great tier 2. You're not wrong. I've had some really, really good rewards, man. I've been very lucky. I've had, like... if we go down some... Like... Cengiz Under, I know, like, doesn't, like, when he got injured, didn't look great, but he will come very good. He will score very well for Fenerbahce. He's starting to start a lot of games now. He will do well for Fenerbahce, I think. Nico Gonzalez as a tier 2 was huge. Sold him for like 300, I think, something like that. 268, that was huge at a tier 2, was crazy. Olsen was a great tier 2 out of Cap 270 rare. Stexal was a great tier 1. Mike Mignon again, second Mike Mignon that I won. I won one for second place in All-Star Rare Plus in game week 383 as well. Mignon was an awesome reward. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one, actually. Philip Con as a tier 2 was nice. I miss back when, like, starting goalies like this were tier 2s, man. I really miss that. Back when I won Philip Con, he was a tier 2 and he was worth 600 quid as a tier 2. They were good days. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, I want a Jadon Sancho. It'd be nice if I still had this card, actually. I wish I didn't sell it now. Because I have a collection now, which is annoying. I remember winning Marlon. This was insane. 389th. Look at this, right? This is crazy. So Marlon, I won back when he was at Ankodaguchu. I won Marlon as a tier 3 back when tier 3s were tier 5s, right? Then he went on this insane run of form. when he signed in Brazil. So I managed to trade him to Pavel. I sent Pavel 0.6 plus Marlon for this Karamakatokoglu. And now Marlon's worth like peanuts. He was worth like 400 quid back then. Won't the MLS be active during the Euros? Yes, it should be, I think. What other decent rewards will we add over our time? I like looking at memory lane. Would a Kim Min Jae yonks ago for 20th? When's MLS start? I think in like March. February, March time. When we were winning Andy Robertson. Sold that card for $1,000. $1,000. I remember I was like a bit salty about this, by the way. I won, and I won a Mane, and it just wasn't a great card to win at the time. The funny thing about this Mane card is it was the 6th out of 100 minted, and I won him for a Champions League midweek. Yeah, he was 2k at the time as well, but like I could have won like a Messi who was like 8k, so I was a bit gutted. Obviously now he's worth 100 quid, but I actually just traded him. I ended up trading him Heidel and Mane for Van der Voort, which at the time seemed like a terrible deal, but it worked out well in the end. Any like hidden gems that I won? Gerson. I won a Gerson as a tier 2 and he cooked in Brazil. That was a great trade. Yeah, it was a good trade for me. Do you think the effect of the price... do you think that affects the price of MLS cards? I don't think so. I won an Ivan Nusec as a tier 1. Damn. What did I sell him for? £426. I mean, he's only £174 now, but he saw heights of like £400, £500, £600. Crazy. I didn't even realize I won an Ivan Nusec. It's weird because like I won people like Ivan Nusec and like I don't know, maybe a Gerson as well, because Gerson became really hyped when he went to Brazil. Juan Quintero, Hatsuse was decent, and I won him as a tier 3, which wasn't great at the time. Some of these cards at the time didn't realize how good they were, and like they're cooking, you know, it's crazy. You see how to sell? They'll probably section off Euros with special weekly, so the crossover might not be as useful. It'll be interesting to see what they do for the Euros, to be honest. I'm actually quite excited for it. I have some stuff in preparation, but also like, yeah, we'll see. I do agree. Like, they should definitely be able to use them in like normal comms. Sorry. What got me to Sorare? Nepenthes did. I'm not sure. Official CK. I don't think there's a given number, Nixon. I think just whenever you feel like the right time is there. Did they ever play limited? Not really. Yeah, I imagine, Jonathan. I think you're right. I think that's probably how it's going to work. Anything new on Twitter today? But interesting. Birmingham City have now fired Wayne Rooney with immediate effect. Decision confirmed. Rooney failed to win 13 out of 15 games in charge. That's kind of funny, though. Yikes. That is true, KV, yeah. Buchanan's gone to Inter. Interesting. Club sources speaking on condition of anonymity say working with Thomas Tuchel will become a lot more pleasant in recent weeks. They say the coach has struck a much happier figure than at the beginning of the season and appears far less impatient about the transfer window additions. Buchanan to Inter. Do we think he does well? Tajon Bukes. I used to have a super rare Buchanan, but I got rid of him. Tajon Buchanan. Well, people seem to be buying him. Not really sure why. Like I said, I used to have a super rare of him. traded a Rames Zarauki and 0.154 ETH for him, and then sold him for 0.25 ETH. So I think I did quite well because Zarauki wasn't playing. He's not playing over Dumfries. Yeah, I don't think he will play over Dumfries. But the reason why I think Buchanan's going to, like, the reason why I don't understand why people are buying him is because he only has midfielder and defender cards. Sorry, midfielder and forward cards. So this is how he scores. He either scores like that or he scores like that, and there's no in between. Rooney being sacked is an example of don't fix what's not broken. True. I'm not a fan of Buchanan. What are your thoughts on Lloris at LAFC? Interesting one. I think LAFC have done that. Is it LAFC or LA Galaxy? LAFC? Whichever one he's gone to. I feel like they've signed him because they want to have like that prestigious, we got a World Cup captain, World Cup winning captain in our ranks, right? And it's like a sort of prestigious thing, I guess. I mean, like, realistically, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, exactly. The same with Chiellini. It's like, and Chiellini I don't think works out amazingly. Like, I mean, Lloris might do well, to be fair. I think Lloris is probably good enough to do well in the MLS. He's, you know, yes, he's 37, but he's probably good enough to do really well in the MLS still. I don't know. Don't really see the point in why they signed him. But if they got him on a non-DP contract, I guess it's all right. Like I said, he will still do like okay. You know, he will still like probably be fine. Oh mate, if Griezmann goes to the MLS, inshallah. Still think this Griezmann trade's the best trade I've ever done on Sorare. Insane trade. I'm not sure why his price is on the way down so much. I guess this is the it's because it's the celebration card. Insane player, man. Insane. Insane player. Ooh. Who's listing it? Man Red, in brackets 20 legend, is listing his super rare Griezmann. Why? I don't get why, to be honest. Why is he listed up so low? Anyway, I'm still very happy with my trade, to be honest. What's Doku going for these days? Super rare Doku's off at 3.3. That's fair. Is that the one of? Yeah, the one of. People always put his floor really high. It's like Basil and people like that put it really high. Is Basil one of these guys? Oh, apparently not. Oh, there he is. There's Basil. There he is. Great player, but he's very injury prone as well. Oh. Interesting. But yeah. Anyway. Here's what I want to do. I want to look to the future as well. Because we have game weeks coming up that are going to be very interesting. Now, is it the 440? No. Is it 441? No. Is it 442? No. No. There was a game week I looked at and it was like legitimately only Serie A cards playing. So I don't know. But I think for the weekend I might play these lineups. Depending on who plays and who doesn't play. Wait. No! Bowie suspended. Go fuck. Well, like, we'll figure out the challenge Europe Rare Plus. Maybe I'll buy someone. But maybe I could even use Angelino. Maybe he'll play if Bowie doesn't. But I I think I'm going to run these for the weekend. The All-Star Rare Plus, I think, will cook. That's a really good lineup, man. That's a really good lineup. I could also play Berardi over Sebastian Szymanski. I don't know if Berardi's actually injured or not. If anyone knows anything about why he got subbed off injured, please let me know. But I think home to Fiorentina could be potentially a decent game for him. Fiorentina are good, but also Berardi's pretty good. We'll have to see what happens. Who would I not sell at Man United? Onana, Lissandro Martinez, Dallo, Shaw, Malacia. Mainu, Garnacho, Højlund, Bruno. That's about it. Game week 439 is Serie A and Turkish League only. Got ya. Yeah, I think game week 439 we could potentially clean up some rewards here. Then 441's when everything comes back, really, isn't it? Like, I mean, look how many goalies we have for 441, man. I'm really excited. Can't wait. Cannot wait for 441. So yeah, that's probably who I'd not sell at United. Enough about me, boys. Anyone got anything interesting to talk about Sorare related? I feel like I've just rambled on for like an hour and a half straight. Oh my god, it's absolutely chucking it down. Fuck. Coming at 4:39, I got my first cut to 40 EC Pro attempt. Let's go, Rico, man. Let's go. I just realised out of all these goalies, like 4 of them are DMPs, so get rid of those, just these. This guy, by the way, Jose Caro. Shout out Jose Caro. Since I picked him up, bro's won me 2 rewards. They kept 3 clean sheets on the bounce, mate. 4 clean sheets on the bounce. That's crazy. Fair play. Hype for rewards later. Oh, yeah? Let me see what you're cooking. Tifosi. Sheesh, look at you, dude. Holy shit. I'm surprised you don't have Van Uwijk. How did he do? He didn't play, so you probably do have Van Uwijk. Yeah, you do. He's pretty good. Jesus. Look at you, man. Hell yeah. Kenneth Paul Super Rare as well. I used to have a Kenneth Paul Super Rare. Haji Wright cooking. Damn, Haji Wright's at Coventry? Didn't even know that. Fair play. My Galatasaray stack is completely ruined for the weekend. Davinson injured and Torreira and Bowie suspended. Boo. Well, at least Demurbe should play. I wonder about Angelino. I think Angelino might play. That's going to be interesting. Wonder what it means for my boys. Only 2 black keepers, yeah. They're not playing them on purpose, so they don't have to buy them. Really? What? What's your opinion on Ivan Toney? Won his Super Rare recently. I think when he comes back, he could either get a big move to like Chelsea or Man United or somewhere like that. Probably not Man United, but like to Chelsea, I think is definitely on the cards. Good player, great finisher. Not sure how it'll be after an 8-month suspension. We'll see. But like, I think he's a good player, and if he stays at Brentford, he should cook. Realistically, because he is in a great spot where he'll sort of get the penalties and things like that. He should do well. I think he's a great card for D2. Probably not a D3 card, but probably like a solid option for D2 in my opinion. Doesn't get huge amounts of AA, but like scores a lot of goals. So yeah, I think you probably bank on like a move to like a Chelsea, for example, or someone like that, because I think he would cook for Chelsea. But I think even if he doesn't, he's still a decent card. I'd probably hold on to him for now. What? I'm just confused here. I'm just looking at like everything. After a few years, Galatasaray will look back and say, "How did we miss this guy? Even though we bought him for 6.5 million, and Angelino will probably make transfers worth 70 to 80 million euros." I mean, brother, he's 26 years old, mate. He's not going for 70 million anytime soon. Let's be honest with ourselves. He would have gone for that much if he was like 23 and he was like, I don't really get it. I just don't understand why Galatasaray signed him. I don't understand why Galatasaray even signed him. Wait, what? They hate all these stars. I have seen that rumor, yeah. Why do they all hate? Wait, Angelino only wants Gala. Why are they all saying this? Did something come out about him leaving? From now on, I hope we'll make transfers according to the game system. We're making a fullback transfer. The players playing in front of him are also important. Angelino was not an ordinary player. Maybe he didn't catch on. His cost was high, but he had the potential to be better than what he did. Oh, is he gone? Is he going back in January? Is he leaving in January? Wait, is he leaving? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm so confused. Anyone up to date with Galatasaray stuff? I don't see anything about actually transferring. Ow, fuck. I don't see any news about him actually potentially going anywhere. His loan spell ends in June? Yeah, so why are they like... Hang on. I'm so confused. Do you still own your Savarino, and how do you think he'll go on at Botafogo? Savarino went to Botafogo? I did not know that. Jefferson Savarino went to Botafogo? I might buy one. I got rid of mine, but I might buy one back. Botafogo? Really? I think he'd cook. Wow. Interesting. I think he'd do well with Tiquinho Suarez. Last Super S up at 600. I'm kind of tempted to pick one up. I'm low-key kind of... How did he do back when he was in the Brazilian league before that? I mean, he fucking cooked for Atletico Mineiro. My issue with Savarino is he always has these random spells where he just doesn't play. All the time, no matter what club he's at. He cooked here, though, to be fair. Look at that for a team, man. You had Sasha, Savarino, Nathan, Keno, Guga. Like, fucking hell. It's not even with Hulk either. I still want to know what the hell's going on with Angelino. Is he just, like... Maybe he goes in January. I don't get it. Angelino, who was called the best left back to come to Turkey, said goodbye to Galatasaray. Here we go. I bought it from a water cannon and put it in the display case last week. I couldn't bear to play such a strange ball game. What the fuck are you on about? Here we go. We're getting to the bottom of something here, chat. He said goodbye to Galatasaray. Look at go. Huh, we're getting to the bottom of things here, guys. Maybe he's off somewhere in January. Maybe it gets cancelled. Angelino, the roads will be parted with Angelino, Ndombele, Ziyech, and Halil. Who took these men and why? I'm down for a bit more Angelino. Fucking utility. I still have a super. Go somewhere and fucking play, bro. In terms of Jefferson Savarino, he's definitely an interesting one. Because he did cook at Mineiro, right? And obviously they have Tiquinho Suarez. I think he'd probably work well. It was just a loan, yeah. Dissatisfied with Angelino's performance, the yellow red team is looking for a new transfer to the left back. Interesting. Did I see Pedro Neto to ceilings? No, but it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. I think Pedro Neto is an incredible player, man. He's one that, like... I probably should just go and buy one, to be honest. I think he's an incredible player. Incredible. Al Ali are trying for Kimmich. Here's a funny thing. Kimmich doesn't have an agent, does he?
We could be talking about this player a lot this month, Jean-Claire Todibo. Now, according to the Daily Mail here, Chelsea have expressed an interest in him and could rival Tottenham and Manchester United to sign the French defender from his club Nice, but they are reluctant to sell this month. Our information is unlikely Tottenham will try to sign him. Now, in the Daily Express, they say that Arsenal could decide to recall Kieran Tierney from his loan spell with Real Sociedad after Alexander Zinchenko picked up a calf injury. And finally, to a story making the pages in Spain, newspaper outlet AS are reporting that Manchester United and Liverpool head the queue of clubs who want to sign Joshua Kimmich when his Bayern Munich contract runs out at the end of this season. There's some of the stories in this morning's papers.
Interesting. So, first things first, Bayern fans are idiots if they think they want to get rid of Joshua Kimmich. He's literally like a phenomenal player, man. He's the best midfielder in the world, in my opinion. I'd love Kimmich at United. I think he's one of the best in the world. Kimmich and Rodri at Man City would just be like an impossible to break down midfield. Man City are in advanced talks with Bayern to sign Joshua Kimmich. Fuck, it's the fake one. Bollocks. They got me. You caused a mayhem on Twitter yesterday, I know. Would Palhinha take his role at Bayern? Unlikely. Palhinha play a deeper role. Kimmich plays like an 8, kind of. he plays like an 8. But the thing is that Bayern don't have a 6. So what needs to happen is Bayern need to sign a player like Palhinha to play behind Kimmich. But Palhinha wouldn't take Kimmich's role. He'd play behind, like he'd play probably behind Goretzka, and then Goretzka would take Kimmich's role, which would be disaster. Or Guerrero. Guerrero is probably more likely. Kimmich is one of the best midfielders in the world, man. It'd be fucking stupid. It'd be stupid to sell him. It'd be stupid. But it's because Tuchel's a dick. Tuchel's an utter dick. And he oh man, he pisses me off. Like, Tuchel needs to accept that Kimmich is the guy and you respect him. Crazy. Bayern fan here. Kimmich only needs a 6. Like, yeah, I agree. I agree. You think Sorare will ever stop prices from tanking, or is this the business model? It's definitely not the business model. It is crazy to me that Bayern are willing to get rid of Alphonso Davies and Joshua Kimmich. That's crazy to me. Again, like, Kimmich is literally like, look at him, the highest rated average player in the entire fucking team. He's the best midfielder in the world, man. God, we should fucking sign him. The left back is Girona. Interesting. Another Premier League winter special again this year? Probably. I think so, yeah. Dundee versus Johnston called off. Do I have any Dundee players? No, I have Hibs. Santonio's got auto buy now? No, I didn't see that. Theo won't come after the spell of his weather. Yeah, probably not. Do I follow darts? No, I don't. Yeah, Owen Beck went back to Liverpool, didn't he? I never really looked at his scores and how he did before. Oh, wow, he was cooking. Holy shit. He was absolutely cooking. Jesus Christ. I didn't know he was cooking that well. Does his price tank? No, not really. Maybe people expect him to get utility. Interesting. Damn, did they only do 2? £200 for that card's a steal. He actually looks great in limited, the celebration card. It looks amazing in limited. That looks sexy. I would like to buy a Pedro Neto. I would very much like to buy a Pedro Neto, I can't lie. But do I need another forward? Do I need another forward? Do I need another forward? I don't know. Yeah, true, Nixon. So I can have a second wave with the next ball run? I do think they could, yeah. He's a great scorer. I'm just trying to think of where I'd play this card. Just don't know where I'd play this card, to be honest. Do I need a champ Euro forward? No, but depth is never a terrible thing to have. If I look at a game week where everyone's playing, right, like 4:45, I look at my champ Europe forwards. I've only got 3. I've got Griezmann, Berardi, and Bamba. I guess United aren't playing this game week. Here we go. This is more accurate. So I've got Griezmann, Berardi, then I've got Bamba, Garnacho, Højlund, Evan Ferguson, Anthony, and Martial. I can't rely on any of those. I hope you score well there, yeah. I agree. I agree with you, KB. I agree with you, but I think they could definitely, like... I think we could definitely see some stabilization during the ball run. It's not a terrible idea, Ricardo. It's not a terrible idea. In a game week like this, what do I have for forwards across my entire gallery? Don't know, boys. I kind of want to buy the card. I'm looking for reasons not to buy it, and I'm struggling. Why is... I mean, Thingy signed... New England signed Shankly, so I don't know why he's showing up there. I'm trying to convince myself of reasons why I shouldn't buy the card, and I'm really struggling to convince myself of reasons why I shouldn't buy the fucking card. Oh my god. Oh. Big Neymar. ETH / BTC is pumping, is it? Holy shit. Go on, Ethereum. Go on, Ethereum. Let's have a look at BTC. Got to 69k is its highest ever. ETH 20k real rich. Yeah, it'd be nice. All right, how much is it? It's 100. What have I got? I've got 0. I've got 1. 0.09 for this card, man. It just hurts because like that is what this card is worth these days. But like back when I first got involved in this platform, this is a fucking half an ETH card, man. Oh, it hurts my soul because I'm trying to find a reason in my heart why I shouldn't just hit that buy now, right now. Fuck it. I'm gonna make him a shit offer. That way, if he doesn't, he's only accepting money. There you go. There you go, guys. There's the reason. There you go. Does Cruz keep his starting spot when everyone's fit? I don't think so. I don't know, actually. Sometimes, for sure, because they'll have to rotate. ETH 10k by the end of the year would be nice. I do think prices can go up again, but it just needs to get new money circulating on the platform, even from the big whales. I agree. I'm not going to buy Pedro Neto. I really like him a lot. I think he's a very good card. I like him. I like him a lot. But It's not a smart purchase for me, I don't think, at the moment. And I'm not going to do it, to be honest. I want to try and keep my powder dry. At the moment, I have like 1 point something ETH. I have 1.152 ETH in my wallet. I don't even know what I'm doing with it. So yeah, how long are we live for today? Jeez, we're live for 2 hours already, boys. Get a cane. I don't need a cane right now. All right, boys. Hello, Tormentum. You joined a bad time. You joined a bad time. I'm about to end the stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. I really appreciate it. We can definitely do more of these. You can watch it as a video if you want instead, bro. We'll definitely be doing more of these. I've really enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, though, boys. I really appreciate it. Make sure if you're not subscribed already to subscribe to this channel. I'll be doing more in the mornings. I've enjoyed this. So if you guys want more morning streams like this, we'll be doing more of these in the mornings. I've enjoyed it. So take care of yourselves, boys. Much love. Have a good one. See you guys in the next one.